Alright guys, today's live stream, we'll be playing Rivals and Roblox with wailing Jhonson stories in the background. So, I hope you enjoy the live stream and sit back and relax.
Is about to try and overthrow the U.S. So this guy is about to try and overthrow the U.S. government. Now the guy's name is Huddle. Huddle's 41 years old, living in Indiana. He's kind of a turd. He's been in and out of jail a ton of times. He's got 7 DUIs. He went to prison once for a couple of years for leaving bruises on his own kid. Bro is just a nightmare. But one day in 2021, his whole life changes. Because his uncle comes to him and he's like, hey, want to overthrow the government? Now his uncle is this guy, Uncle Dale. Uncle Dale's 73 years old. And he wants to travel over to Washington, D.C., where the president is going to give a public speech to a bunch of his supporters. And Huddle, he just got out of jail for like a DUI not too long before this, so he doesn't have anything better going on. And so he's just like, overthrow the government? All right. And so they drive 10 hours from Indiana all the way over to Washington, D.C. So they get there and they go to the Ellipse, which is a park right near the White House, to hear the president speak to his supporters. Here's the thing about the president, though. 2 months before this, he had run for re-election and lost. And he's apparently still all salty about it, claiming it was rigged, and it's unfair, and it was stolen from me. And now he wants to interrupt the certification of the vote, which would create chaos and allow him to remain president for a period longer. And so on this day, at the Ellipse, during his speech to a bunch of his supporters, he basically instructs all of them to march down to the Capitol building and protest and disrupt the certification of the vote.
And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down.
And so Huddle and Uncle Dale hear this, and they're like, oh, the president's going down to the Capitol building? Well, yeah, let's go with him. And so they and a huge crowd of the president's supporters all start marching, and they walk about 2 miles until they reach the Capitol building. And of course, the president doesn't go there with them. Like, he's full of shit. He probably just went back to the White House to watch TV or something. Like, he just wanted his supporters to go down there and be disruptive, which they do. And by the time the crowd gets there, Huddle and Uncle Dale are there. And there's Uncle Dale on the left and Huddle right there on the right. And they start talking about wanting to get inside the building and arrest members of Congress. In fact, Uncle Dale's exact words were, I think we ought to bum rush the Capitol building, arrest them all. We've got enough people to do that. But here's where gets crazy. This big-ass crowd surrounds the Capitol, and they really surround this place. Like, they take it over, and things escalate real quick. And suddenly, boom, the crowd overruns the police there. And you can see them pulling a protective barrier away from police here and again right here. And soon people start climbing up the side of the building, and they're climbing up the walls, which is weird because they could just take the stairs, but I don't know, I guess they really want to climb. But anyway, the whole place erupts into a riot, and it's absolute chaos. And Huddle and Uncle Dale, they join in, particularly Uncle Dale's 73-year-old ass. He starts getting into it with police, getting in their faces, yelling at them, calling them things like traitors. He grabs one cop's baton and tries to wrestle it away from him. Luckily, he fails. He also grabs a flagpole that he's got, and he starts jabbing at one of those police officers. There he is right there, and one of those police officers ends up getting hurt. But then the chaos continues, and kaboom, the crowd starts forcing their way into the Capitol building, and they storm the place, and they're all chanting like, USA! USA! Like it's the fucking Olympics. And of course, Huddle and Dale follow the crowd in, and this crowd is looking for members of Congress, potentially to harm them. And they're like entering offices and private conference rooms, shouting about how this is some kind of revolution. Here's the thing about Huddle, though. I don't know exactly why, but he's been filming this whole time, filming all of it. And so at this point, he turns the camera around and points it at himself and says, this is me, which is definitely going to incriminate him later. Anyway, a few minutes after, a bunch of police officers show up to where they are. And to get away from them, Huddle leaves the building by climbing out a window. Now, after all this chaos, nothing happens to Huddle or Uncle Dale that day. They eventually go back to Indiana. While the certification of the vote, ultimately it does resume, and the president officially loses that election, and he has to give up power. Womp womp. And so his disruption plan failed, and the mob rioting the Capitol ultimately did not get what they wanted. And also, 174 police officers were injured that day, and a few died later of causes that are said to be related to this day, but that's a whole different story. Regardless, Huddle and Uncle Dale move on, and they go back to living their lives with no consequences.
Oh, this guy's complaining now.
Until... Here's the thing. Mobbing the Capitol to interfere with an election is not only against the law, but it's a pretty big deal. And the feds are not going to let this fly. And so, boom, they start investigating. And they have tons of evidence to work with. Witnesses, cell phone data, the Capitol building has security cameras. Not to mention, a lot of people there that day were just filming the whole thing. So, that's evidence too. And so, one by one, they start arresting people. Ultimately, over 1,600 people are charged for their role in what happened that day. And over a year later, the feds finally catch up to Huddle and Uncle Dale, and of course, they've got all of Huddle's footage so they can use as evidence, and so, bam, they arrest him. Here's Huddle's mugshot. And I couldn't find a mugshot of Uncle Dale, but here's a picture of him as well. Now, Huddle gets sentenced to 6 months in prison, while Dale gets 2.5 years in prison. By the way, it's not over. It gets even more insane. Because in 2024, Huddle finally gets out. Served his time, and he goes right back to his life. The following year, the former president gets back into office again, and he decides to pardon all 1,600 of the people charged or convicted for mobbing the Capitol that day. Because they helped him out by trying to disrupt the vote counting, and so now he's helping them out. So Uncle Dale, I guess, he gets out of prison. He's pardoned. I couldn't really find much more on him. While Huddle is already out of prison, but his crime from that day is wiped from his record, so, I'm sure he's happy about that. But then, about a week after he's pardoned, really goes south. Because Huddle is in Indiana, and he's driving along one day, and he's speeding, going 70 in a 55, and he slides right by a cop. And so the officer puts his lights on, and he pulls him over. And Huddle gets out of his van, and they start talking. Now, all Huddle was doing is speeding, which normally isn't that big of a deal. However, he's had a ton of traffic violations, and now he's driving with a suspended license. And now it's like a felony status at this point. And the officer explains this to him, and he explains that he has to place him under arrest.
Today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay? You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
But then the officer goes to arrest him.
Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy.
Now, I gotta pause the video here. I can't show you what really happened because, it's violent, but I can explain it. So Huddle jumps back in his van, and he reaches somewhere, and he grabs a huge deck hat. The second he grabs it and pulls it up, the officer grabs his, and blam, 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 blam. He's alive. Now, Huddle apparently did that because he was
No way that was a headshot. I know I shot his body, bro. What?
Obviously, when you suddenly pull out a firearm like that in front of police, they might shoot you, thinking that, you were going to shoot them, which is exactly what the officer did. That is wild. So this is Hulk Hogan, the former WWE wrestler, but we're going to call him Terry, because that's his real name. But one day, Terry allegedly cheats on his wife with one of his daughter's friends. I mean, they're all adults, but still, gross. And eventually, when Terry's wife learns about his cheating, she gets pissed. And she goes and she files for divorce. And poor Terry, he's just devastated, and he moves into a hotel so that his ex-wife and his kids can stay in their house, and as soon as he's alone, the weight of the whole situation hits him, and he's an absolute wreck. So, Terry starts hanging out a lot more with his best friend, this guy, Bubba, a.k.a. the radio host, Bubba the Love Sponge. And he also hangs out with Bubba's wife, this woman, Heather. And Heather and Bubba, they're like a really fun couple. But here's the thing about Bubba and Heather. They have what you would call marriage. Specifically, Bubba likes to watch his wife smash with other men. Whatever, that's their business. However, it just so happens that Heather thinks Terry is point, and I guess he thinks she's I. Because one day, Bubba goes to Terry and he's like, "Hey, you wanna smash with my wife while I watch?" And Terry, he's like, "Cool." And soon enough, Terry's going to their house and he and Heather smash. And I guess it's a pretty good time for everyone because about a week later, they smash again. And then I guess they smash a third time too. And because I guess Heather's a good friend, when they're done smashing, Terry feels okay about opening up about his personal problems, about his kids and stuff like that. So I guess Terry just feels lucky to have good friends like Bubba and Heather. Until 5 years later, suddenly, bam, a website called The Dirty, they post some images online of Terry and Heather smashing. Those images are actually screenshots from a video of Terry and Heather smashing. And Terry finds out about this and he's like, "A video? We smashed, but we didn't film it. How was there a video?" Oh, but there was a video. There were several videos. Because 5 years before, Bubba had secretly set up a camera in the bedroom to record Terry and Heather smashing without Terry's consent. And Bubba put that footage on a DVD. So now there's a DVD of them smashing. Then someone, they believe it was an ex-employee of Bubba, someone steals this DVD from Bubba and was trying to sell it to some internet gossip website. That's how The Dirty got the screenshot. Well, eventually, this gossipy website called Gawker, it gets a hold of that DVD, and they write an article about it, and they publish about 2 minutes of this 30-minute sex tape on their website. And this Gawker article blows up, getting over 5 million page views. And now the whole world has access to a piece of Terry's non-consensual sex tape. Imagine what a nightmare that would be. You just wake up one day and the whole world has access to a private smash tape. Your family, your friends, your boss, anyone at any time could tune in and see that intimate side of you. And of course, poor Terry is shocked and he's hurt, and he had no idea that his friends were secretly filming him. And of course, he feels violated. He has every right to feel that way. So he goes and he gets a lawyer. And this lawyer reaches out to Gawker and they ask them to take the video down. And Gawker, they're like, "Nah, bro." And this is a huge mistake. Because keep in mind, throughout this whole story, Gawker could have just taken it down and this dispute may have gone away. But that's not what they do. They leave the video up and they argue that Hulk Hogan's a public figure and that his sex tape is actually newsworthy, and therefore publishing the tape on their website is protected by the First Amendment. While Terry, on the other hand, he argues that's bullshit and that this violates his privacy. So then Terry, I guess, has no other choice, and he files a lawsuit against Bubba and his wife, and he also files another lawsuit against Gawker. And he sues Gawker for $100 million in damages. Here's the thing about lawsuits.
I don't know how I just hit that trip
really expensive, even for guys like Terry.
I'm talking about that last one.
Because allegedly, Terry's ex-wife took 70% of their joint assets in their divorce. So the last thing Terry wants to do is spend millions of dollars in legal fees trying to take a company like Gawker down. And that is when this guy steps in, Peter Thiel. And Peter Thiel, he's a gay conservative billionaire. And Peter Thiel was also in the closet for a long time. Because, you know, when you're conservative, being gay doesn't always go over well with your fellow conservatives. So he stayed in the closet. And years before Gawker published Terry's smash tape, Gawker had published some articles about Peter Thiel, and they had publicly outed him as gay. And they put out some other articles making fun of him and stuff like that. And this, of course, really pisses Peter Thiel off. So, yes, you shouldn't just out people before they're ready. It's wrong. So he has every right to do that. And unfortunately for Peter Thiel, at the time, there was nothing he could do about it. Because, free speech and stuff. So Peter Thiel has hated Gawker ever since then. And taking the site down has become a personal goal of his. And this billionaire is willing to spend a lot of money to make that happen. Oh, it's just petty like that. So he learns about Terry's lawsuit. and he has his lawyers reach out to Terry, and this billionaire starts secretly paying Terry's legal bills and bankrolling this Gawker smash tape lawsuit. But then, at some point, kaboom! Another bomb drops, and a few more bits from the secret smash tapes make their way onto the internet. And these ones are arguably much worse for Terry, because they're not just of him smashing. At least one of them is of Terry venting and ranting to Heather one time after they smash. And Terry is there, on video, complaining about his daughter's boyfriend, who happens to be black. And old Terry, he drops the N-word with the hard R several times. And not only that, he goes on a whole tirade about black people, and it's really bad. Like, shockingly bad. So, WWE hears about this, and they drop his contract, essentially forcing him out. And they remove everything about him from their WWE website, and he ultimately gets booted from the Wrestling Hall of Fame. And Terry has to, like, go out and do an interview and, like, publicly apologize, and it's all embarrassing for him. Are you a racist?
No, I'm not. I'm not a racist. I never should have said what I said. It was wrong. I'm embarrassed by it.
But anyway, aside from that, after 3 years in court, the trial of Terry versus Gawker finally concludes. And ultimately, the jury agrees with Terry, and they award him $140 million in damages, which is more than he originally sued for. And a few months later, due to this lawsuit, Gawker officially filed for bankruptcy, and they shut down. And after filing for bankruptcy, I believe they ended up settling and paying Terry $31 million of the money they owed. So, in the end, they leaked his sex tape and his racism, and he got $31 million for it. So,
wow.
Shout out to Florida, I guess. So this guy is rich. I mean, like $230 million rich. Because he stole it. And then he went wild. Now the guy's name is Malone. He's 20 years old, and he's really into crypto. And one day in 2024, he and his buddies are all in a chat. And one of them is like, hey bro, let's find someone who has millions of dollars in Bitcoin and scam them out of it. And Malone hears this idea, and he's like, alright. And so they search around, and they finally decide on a target. This seemingly random yet wealthy investor living in D.C. who we'll just call Investor. And so the guys deep dive, and they get Investor's information, and they get his phone number, and they call him from a spoofed number, pretending to be Google tech support, like, hello sir, your personal accounts have been compromised. Then afterwards, they call Investor from a different number, and they say they're from his cryptocurrency exchange. I'm calling to alert you that your account has been hacked. And once Investor believes he's been hacked, it's easy to convince him to reset his security information. Then the boys get him to share his screen, which exposes the private keys to his Bitcoin wallet. Once they get Investor's private keys, they use them to access his Bitcoin wallet, and boom, Malone and his bros secretly transfer over 4,100 Bitcoin out of the account and over to themselves. And at this time, 4,100 Bitcoin is worth around $230 million. $230 million! Oh, I gotta. And of course, Malone and his friends are like, holy shit, they can't believe this actually worked. And so they're freaking out, they're celebrating in the chat, and for some reason, one of their friends is recording the whole chat.
No,
this recording of them celebrating is going to be very important later. But whatever, right now, these guys are suddenly richer than they've ever imagined. Not only that, they're smart enough to know they got to cover their tracks. Since every transaction on the blockchain is publicly viewable, they make all this really hard to track, putting the coin into different accounts, and blah, 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 boring crypto stuff. They move the money around to make it untraceable. That's all you need to know. And so Malone and his bros suddenly have this insane amount of money, which they've never had before. So now it's time to start spending it. Now Malone's friends, they don't really do all that much with it, not right away. Oh, but Malone does. Malone goes wild. He becomes like a cartoon parody of a rich person. Like he gets some fancy new rims, including diamonds embedded in his glasses. He and his friends are flying around on renting this huge waterfront mansion in Miami that costs, wait for it, $68,000 a month. $68,000 a month for rent. And of course, he buys all the cars he's ever wanted. No, really, like, bro buys like 30 exotic cars. Like, damn, how much is he driving? He even got a Lamborghini with his name painted on the side. He also goes out to clubs and gets bottle service everywhere just because he can. Oh, and he doesn't buy the cheap bullshit bottle service. No, let me tell you how much this guy spends. Dude regularly goes out to the club and draws anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 a night. A night. He buys the most expensive champagne. He tips everyone. The staff's putting his name up in lights. I mean, they love him because when the dude's there, he buys drinks all night.
Why did a table come in tonight and spend $300,000 on bottles like it was nothing?
And he always tips the staff well with money and alcohol.
He was $52,000, and I tell you the amount of bottles he sent me, and I said all brand new, everything sealed.
And of course, Malone doesn't forget about the ladies. He's got to try and buy their love too. I mean, he'll buy out $50,000 Birkins, which is like a purse. He'll buy $50,000 purses and go to the club and just hand them out to pretty women like, hey, this is for you. I guess he's hoping they'll smash with him. I mean, some of the women later made TikToks about it.
He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you. Guys, I can't even stop when I say that. I just woke up to a birthday that I got in the club last night.
But I guess poor Malone ends up learning the hard way that not everyone can be bought. Because at one point, he tries to buy a pink Lamborghini Urus for some woman supposedly they had dated before. So he buys it and he texts her a picture of it at 2 a.m.
I got you a present. We'll call it an early birthday gift. A thank you gift. I appreciate you so much.
I'm taken, once again. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason, I love that she rejected him so hard, like something very satisfying about it. Anyway, despite that one L he took, he is still absurdly wealthy now. I mean, he has the house and the cars he wants, everyone at the club loves him. Bro is living the dream.
He was at 30 health.
Okay, real quick, there's one person in the story I forgot to introduce. So, let's rewind. So Malone and his bros have just stolen $230 million worth of Bitcoin. And they make it really hard to track by splitting it into different accounts and blah, 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 boring crypto stuff. And at some point during all this, a guy gets a notification on his phone. This guy, Zach XBT. So Zach XBT gets an alert on his phone because I guess he gets an alert every time there's a larger than average crypto transaction on the blockchain. Now, who is Zach XBT? Well, Zach is a bit of a crypto enthusiast himself. He's kind of a big deal on Twitter. 740,000 followers.
How is he?
Not bad.
Oh,
and at one point in the past, Zach unfortunately got scammed out of $15,000 worth of crypto. And ever since then, he's decided to devote himself to catching crypto thieves and exposing shady NFT projects and stuff like that. And so Zach has caught on to the accounts run by Malone and his bros. And since every transaction on the blockchain is publicly viewable, he starts tracking the path of each transfer. So by the time Malone has spent all this money in the club and bought a $250,000 car for a girl that doesn't want him, Zach has been mapping out the path of all the stolen money. And at this point, he's pretty sure he knows who's behind it. And when he checks social media one day and sees this guy Malone flexing his wealth all over Instagram, he's like, boom, this is one of the guys who stole crypto. Now, remember that screen recording of the chat I said would be important later? Well, one of the guys in Malone's friend group, and I don't know if he's snitching or what, but he actually sends that recording to Zach. And of course, it's audio of them celebrating stealing all that money. Not only that, the screen has information on it that identifies Malone and his bros. So this becomes very important evidence. Anyway, Zach XBT gets sent this information, and I imagine he's like, sweet! So he collects all of it, and he sends it over to the FBI. And the FBI, they start investigating. And only a month after the heist first took place, boom, federal agents swoop in, and they raid Malone's home. And bam, they arrest him. And this is actual footage of him being arrested. And also, here's his mugshot. And they also arrest one of Malone's friends who was involved, but I couldn't find his mugshot anywhere. And one of Malone's other friends who was involved hasn't been charged as of yet, so maybe he's moved charged with conspiracy to steal and launder over $230 million in crypto, and he faces up to 20 years in prison. However, he hasn't been found guilty and he hasn't been to trial yet.
Have to pull up the
All of
Molotovs
this
because he's being cautious.
I'll keep you updated. Claims to be the world's youngest billionaire, and he's about to get busted in the biggest NFT scam of all time. Now, the TikToker's name is Mayo. He's 23, and Mayo is apparently very, very rich.
What's your net worth now? If you want to review this. Yeah, so I can explain this in a way that might sound crazy. I'm a billionaire.
In fact, Bro claims he has so much money that he'll just roll up and buy a whole ass village.
A lot of you in your apartment, you have hot tubs. Well, I bought a village. And part of this village, we have all streets.
Now, where did Mayo get all this money? Well, that's where it gets interesting. Because Mayo, he has a TikTok channel with about 250,000 followers. Not bad. And there, he likes to teach people about crypto and investing. And people follow him and they listen to his advice.
Keep crypto's that easy, guys. All in remote.
So he makes a bit of money in the stock market, and soon he gets really into buying and selling NFTs. Now, eventually, he moves to Los Angeles. And there is where things really take off for him, because that's where he comes up with a plan to multiply his money. And so Mayo teams up with a friend of his, this guy, Gabe. And together, Mayo and Gabe plan to create their own NFT
get one win.
And they use Mayo's online popularity to promote them. So they make a Twitter and a website for this NFT project. And Mayo, he starts hyping the project up on social media. And they release this promo video. And people are pumped about it. And by the way, these are the actual NFTs they're selling. If you wanted to see them, I don't know why anyone would pay money for these, but here they are. But anyway, bam, they launch it. And Mayo and Gabe watch the investment pour in. And after they've collected over like $1 million, kaboom, they allegedly sell off and abandon the project. And of course, this crashes the value of all the NFTs, and the people who invested in it are super pissed because they lost all their money. But whatever, Mayo and Gabe got paid. Apparently around $1 million split. So they move on. And allegedly, they decide to do the same thing again. They launch a new NFT-based project. And they hype it all up, and they get people excited to invest, and they make a website for it. And if you're curious as to what these NFTs look like, here are a few of them. And remember, people paid actual real money to invest in these. But anyway, so Mayo and Gabe's new NFT project launches, and this one raises more than $420,000. And boom, Mayo and Gabe allegedly sell it off and abandon the project again. And then they allegedly move on and do a similar thing on a new project, and they do it again and again and again. And they are just raking in the money. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, Ray, why are people investing in their NFT projects if they keep getting scammed? Wouldn't they have a bad reputation by now? Well, that is apparently the secret. Most of these projects, they launch anonymously, without their face or name attached to them. Sometimes they'll just make up a fake persona and pretend that that person is the brains behind the project, or they'll hire someone to pretend to be the face of the project. Like this guy was apparently just paid money to pretend to be the face of one of their NFT projects. Now, as Mayo and Gabe's little scheme is growing, at some point they need to hire a team to help them, and they end up hiring a project manager to organize some stuff. This guy. And I don't know his real name, so we'll just call him Project. And one day, Project is moderating the Discord chat for some of these investors on one of these projects, and this is shortly after they had been scammed by Mayo and Gabe. And people in the chat are talking back and forth like, yo, this feels like a rug pull. Now, a rug pull is a type of NFT or crypto scam. It's basically what they were accusing the Hawk Tuah girl of being involved in. So some of these people are pissed, and they're like, yo, this feels like a rug pull. Yeah, it does feel like a rug pull.
I think we all got conned.
So Project is moderating this Discord, and I don't know if he feels guilty, or maybe he just values honesty, I don't know. But suddenly, kaboom, he reveals to everyone in the Discord that Mayo and Gabe are behind the various NFT projects. And Mayo and Gabe see this, and they are pissed. And they don't want their name dragged through the mud, and they aren't going to let this slide. So allegedly, they write an email to Project's parents for some reason, which makes me think Project is actually a young guy. still living at home. Regardless, they email his
I'm gonna
parents
bite
and they
you up.
pretend they're attorneys from a law firm, like,
If Project doesn't stop, he's gonna pay.
and in this email they include Project's parents' home address and their age.
Okay, happy dino
Kind of
guys.
like a veiled threat, like,
Yeah, we know who you are and where you live.
then Mayo and Gabe allegedly pretend to be an angry investor, and they text Project from an unknown number,
Well,
threatening
that was
to sue
easy.
him if he doesn't scrub the chat of Mayo and Gabe's names in the next hour. And this message allegedly includes his parents' names and contact info. A week later, he gets another email from the fake law firm again, and this time they directly threaten his family. Specifically, they threaten to publicly expose his parents as... Now, as far as we know, right now, Project doesn't reply and nothing bad happens to his parents. But a couple of weeks go by. And by this point, Mayo and Gabe have participated in many NFT and crypto schemes, allegedly. By one estimate, they've conned over $22 million from investors. $22 million for JPEGs. They look like this. What the hell is wrong with people? But whatever. Now that Mayo is making stupid money, he's living a baller-ass lifestyle. And of course, he's got to let everyone know about it by flexing on the gram. Here he is buying a Lambo. Here he is with what looks like a tiger cub and a lion cub. Here he is on a private plane. And not only is he flexing, but it seems like all this money has turned him into a parody of a rich person. Like, look at the way he captions his tweets. I spent $7,000 on a lighter today. We are not the same. I spent $500,000 on a baby tiger today. We are not the same. I purchased a $30,000 plane ticket. Everything is free when you can print money. Oh, and it's not just when he's talking about money. Like, all of his tweets make him look like such an asshole. You need to cheat on your girlfriend to really see if she loves you. Good morning to everyone except people who believe that dinosaurs actually existed. Which college major produces the most hoes? Definitely nursing. But listen, Mayo is also online giving dietary advice. Like here, when he encourages his followers to eat raw chicken.
Well, you're scared about raw chicken. Well, what if you get salmonella? You're gonna get sick. Every ounce of salmonella I have fuels my body.
Yeah, don't do that. Now, it is during this stint of flexing on social media that he's going on podcasts, claiming that he's a billionaire.
As far as the money calculator thing, I think my net worth is of over $1 billion.
Well, he may not actually be a billionaire, but he's definitely made millions off of all his shady NFT projects. Until suddenly, one day, bam, Mayo gets arrested. And then, bam, Gabe gets arrested.
Two local men are charged with defrauding investors out of more than $22 million in cryptocurrency.
Apparently, at some point, someone, we don't know who,
they
reported Mayo and Gabe to the Fed.
You
Could have been one of the many people who felt scammed by his NFT project. I don't know. But my guess is after reading this 17-page indictment that it was Project who turned him in. I mean, what do you expect after he threatened his parents so many times? But anyway, they're charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, and stalking of all things. And according to the Fed, they're accused of defrauding investors out of $22 million, which will be the largest NFT fraud case ever prosecuted in history. But just a reminder that all of this is alleged. They haven't actually been to trial yet, so we'll see how this one goes.
Oh, okay.
So this turd, he's trying to get internet famous by poisoning a bunch of people. Now the guy, he goes by the name Wolfie, and he's 27, and Wolfie apparently doesn't have a lot going on in his life, and one day, I guess, he decides, I'm going to be internet famous. So, how does he plan to get internet famous? Well, he's not going to do TikTok dances, and he's certainly not going to live stream himself playing Elden Ring. No. He's going to go the Johnny Somali route. He's going to make what we'll call comedy for the unemployed. AKA, he's going to film himself harassing. And that is exactly what he does. He films himself doing all kinds of awful stunts, like going to a restaurant and slapping some girls.
Not a lot of vampires. No werewolves for this night. Consider it being one. Let me check how many views I
food
got.
onto the floor and then running away.
None. Probably.
Yeah, he's that kind of influencer. And for some reason, people like to watch this junk, so his videos like this perform really well. Not only that, he also gets into doing stunts that are actually pretty dangerous, like this one where he films himself carrying a bag of ice into what looks like a jack-in-the-box. And Wolfie just walks back into the kitchen, and with all the employees watching, he suddenly just dumps the bag of ice into the deep fryer. Which I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I don't want my video getting flagged for dangerous acts, but he dumps the ice into the deep fryer. Now, ice being dumped into a deep fryer may not seem like a big deal, but when you do that, when you throw ice into a deep fryer, it creates a sudden reaction that causes hot oil to bubble over, and the oil gets everywhere, and it can easily cause a fire. Not to mention that this older gentleman here is probably going to have to spend the rest of the night cleaning that mess up. But whatever, Wolfie doesn't seem to care because he just keeps posting more and more of these stunts, and he gets more and more followers, and a lot of his videos start blowing up, and some of them get millions of views, like this one where he puts a mask on at night and pretends to bum rush an unsuspecting bystander. And it's not just these select videos that I'm showing you. Nearly every video he does is just him being a turd to random people. Like here he films himself tossing a cake over a mall balcony. And of course, when this big guy gets mad and he gets up to go after him, Wolfie runs away because why would he face the consequences of his actions? And here he is at some kind of bar knocking down someone's Jenga game, and if you slow down the footage, you can see the pieces falling here. And here he films himself putting a bungee cord around the front doors of a Goodwill store with a bunch of people inside it.
No. You guys are locked in there forever.
And here he sneaks into the back of a fast food restaurant and he throws a watermelon into the deep fryer. And here it looks like he goes to a local overpass and sprays some pedestrians with a fire extinguisher. And one of the worst things he does, although not the worst thing he does in my opinion, is that he films this older guy at the laundromat and he waits for the guy to walk away. Then he goes up to the guy's machine and he throws raw bacon and some eggs into the dryer with the guy's clothes.
Wow.
Which is not just unnecessarily mean, it's also really sad. Old man didn't deserve any of that. He's just trying to wash his khakis for work or whatever. But old Wolfie, he doesn't seem to care. Because at some point, he starts making decent money from this. He claims he's making anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a month doing this. I mean, that's a pretty good living for being an asshole a few days a week. So bro is getting paid, his videos are doing well, and his social media is blowing up. And there seems to be no real repercussions for him being a jerk to people for just a little bit of internet fame.
So let's start like some more houses
now,
like
at this
me
point in the story, Wolfie has made
train.
all kinds of videos, messing with strangers, harassing fast food workers, and I'm only showing you some of them because, like, you know, you get it, he sucks. But one night, he gets an idea that's going to change all of that. He comes up with this plan to go into a local Walmart and film himself spraying some of the food with bug spray. And that's exactly what he does. He goes to the store, he starts filming, he picks up a can of bug spray, and he starts spraying it on the produce. Now, bug spray is poison, and this is considered a dangerous act, and I'm tired of my videos getting removed, so again, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I will show you some screenshots. So here he sprays the bananas, he sprays the yams, he sprays the lemons, he sprays the apples, the tomatoes, and the worst for me is when he goes over to the prepared foods and he sprays some rotisserie chicken. And then, of course, he just leaves, and I guess he goes home and he posts the video. And immediately, people who see it are pissed off. From what I understand, even his own audience is like, what the bro? People eat that. And so Wolfie, I guess he tries to cover his ass, and so he goes back into the Walmart and he puts everything he sprayed into a shopping cart, and he claims that he threw it all away. So you can see it here in the caption in the video. He says, threw them all away, which I don't know if he really did buy all that food and throw it away, but I kind of don't care. I don't think that necessarily makes the situation better. Like, he sprayed the entire area with basically a poison. Now Walmart employees need to sanitize that whole area so that future foods they put there doesn't get bug spray on it. Anyway, then, I guess, still trying to cover his ass, he allegedly tries to delete that video, but unfortunately for him, it's too late. People have already copied it and saved it, and those copies start blowing the up. And this story starts spreading, and it makes the news, and people see it, and they're disgusted, rightfully so. So they start reporting him to the local police. And through his social media, pretty quickly, police figure out who he is. And they reach out to him, and he ends up turning himself in, and so, bam, here's his mugshot. And also, here's a little footage of him in court, if you want to see that. And he's charged with introducing poison, which is a felony. He's also charged with criminal damage, endangerment, and theft. And by the way, it was so nice of him to document all the evidence prosecution is going to use against him later in court. Like, I'm sure they appreciate him getting it all on video for them, including pointing the camera at his own face every time. Now, separately from all that, he's also in trouble for burglarizing this local donut shop at some point. Bro is allergic to being a decent person. Now, I'm going to say something you're not going to want to hear, but we've been seeing videos like this on the internet for over a decade now, maybe longer, where an influencer will build up this whole business model of harassing strangers in public, and we've seen them be successful at it. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I don't think it's going away. Like Wolfie, he might go away, and Johnny Somali, he might go away, but terrible internet pranksters as a whole, I don't see an end to it. Like, we're going to be like 70 years old, like, oh, these damn internet pranksters, get off my lawn. So even if we get rid of Wolfie, you know a copycat will pop up sometime next month. Womp womp. But there is some good news, though. I can no longer find his TikTok account, so I assume TikTok did the right thing, and they banned him once this story blew up. But as of right now, his Instagram account is still up. Hopefully Meta does the right thing and bans him too, but, you know, no one expects much out of Meta. Also, I'm sorry, but Bro is 27 years old, which 27 is not old, but it's way too old to be an internet prankster troll. Bro is not a troll. He's just a bum. Anyway, I'm not trying to be rude. I just hope he learns something from all this while he sits in jail. Because, like, this is not cool. So these turds, one day, they're hanging out at the local mall, causing trouble and just being turds. Then, boom, they get kicked out. But they're not done messing around. So they go to a nearby Kroger, and they all start causing a ruckus in there, being loud, breaking wine bottles, and just being awful. And at some point, the Kroger employees notice all this, and they call the police. Minutes later, some police officers show up, and they go to confront them, politely.
Y'all are breaking stuff, y'all don't go wine bottles. It's on camera. They don't start y'all breaking stuff. Where y'all parents?
So there's a little bit of back and forth between them and the officers. And the officers tell them to leave the store, but these guys are just not taking this seriously.
Time to leave. Get up, man. Time to go.
Yeah, they have no respect for
you guys.
anyone. Like, one of the
You're playing
teams
Dead
gets
Rows
into
in
it
front
with
of
this
3
woman
rounds
who
ammo
looks
on the
like a
guy.
customer on the way out.
5 ammo will get you 100. So, just a quick tip for you guys. I'm in the meeting, Chase.
Now, this kid in particular, we'll call him Little Brother. And Little Brother is the biggest problem here. He just isn't listening. And this is where things really start to go south.
Hey, Chase.
He's gonna listen or he's gonna go in handcuffs. Now let's go.
Oh, wait, the fucking hatches. I can make for some good protection and a trick I might use.
Put your hands behind your back. No, you're not listening to me. What's wrong with you? I gave you cover.
Oh, well,
Oh, but it gets worse, because Bro
yeah,
doesn't
the face.
give up.
Just
In
needed
fact,
that. I
he
needed that.
now thinks it's the
I'm gonna show you
appropriate time
something
to just
later.
run.
I
Like
can
he's
use
gonna
it
get
to find
away.
Sherman. really useful.
Now, if you didn't catch that because it's hard to see, I guess people in the store are really sick of these guys' because if you slow down the footage of him running, you can see that a bystander steps in out of nowhere and kaboom, body checks this kid. Shout out to that bystander. Anyway, pow, they arrest little brother. Or at least they try.
Get off of me, you're going to cop too.
I gotta go get those zombies over
Meant to
there.
be gentle.
I mean, he's not wrong. Handcuffs definitely aren't meant to be gentle. Now, little brother actually has an older brother there with him. This kid, who we'll call Big Brother. Same guy who was asleep on the couch. Now, if you pause the video of little brother's arrest, you can see Big Brother interfering. Like that's his hand grabbing the officer's arm here. Now, obviously, you're not supposed to do that, and this is definitely going to be a problem in a bit. So anyway, they finally arrest the little brother. But Big Brother still got his hands all up in the situation. So police escort little brother out. But for some reason, I guess he just wants to go to jail, Big Brother refuses to leave.
We ain't stopping anymore. So you can turn around and leave the store right now. Hey, where's your son at? We can help you find it. When I'm walking around looking at merchandise right now, you should be in handcuffs right now for assaulting my officer back there, okay? I'm giving you a chance to get your phone. If you're not going to get your phone, I'm going to take you outside of handcuffs.
Meanwhile, little brother is not going out without a fight.
I am the sergeant. Okay,
Bro literally says, "Can y'all talk to me first?" Isn't that what they were trying to do the whole time before he decided it was a good idea to run from the police?
Get in the car. You either get in or I'm throwing you in. You got 1 minute. Get all the way in. He's handcuffed, man. We'll adjust them once you're in. Get in. Okay, you cannot. Get in. You cannot push me. Get in. I can't. The bunker's behind me, sir.
Now they do eventually get him in the car,
It's so
but
funny
this
when they
isn't
like
over
close
yet,
the door when
because
they
Big
scream.
Brother is about to be a problem. Now at this point,
That's
most
so
of these guys
funny.
have left. A couple of them left at the beginning when the officers were escorting them out. And they do eventually get Big Brother and two of his friends to leave the area. But then, for some stupid reason, these three insist on coming back to Kroger.
Stop right there. You're not coming any closer. Stop. Come over here. That officer over there said we can come over. You got pepper spray out like we got threatening you to stand it. Yeah, well, I'm going to put all three of you in handcuffs to join him in the car.
Now, just to be clear, this could all end right now. Like it would be over if they would just leave. Like they've been trespassed. There's no reason for them to hang around.
I'm gonna leave my voice in here.
I'm standing here. You can get out my face.
Go ahead and put your ladder down for me.
Stand up. If I'm just sitting up there,
You're back. You're going to be under arrest.
what the I do?
Battery on a Leo.
Battery on the wall. I didn't touch nobody.
Yeah, you did.
Now he says, "I didn't touch nobody." But, as we all saw, he did,
Oh my
in
gosh,
fact,
I gotta wait
touch
until Jay
somebody.
to do
He had
this.
his hands all over those officers during that
Because, like,
arrest,
it's gonna be, like,
which
more mobs.
is a crime. And the most
Oh,
frustrating
and
part is that he
some
could have
extra
gotten
girls.
away with it if he had just walked away when they asked him to leave. Why didn't he just walk away?
Let him handcuff you. Don't do this. Man, what you mean I didn't touch you? You want to get taken? Put your hand behind your head. Let me go. I got the handcuffs off me.
And I just want to point out that he's apparently struggling so hard during this arrest that he drops a whole pack of Uno cards. You saw some footage you can see. Like Will was trying to find his Uno reverse card to get out of this. Anyway, Big Brother is still mad, even when they put him in the police station.
I'm under arrest.
reason, it's not actually clear to me
Can
from
I
the
get
footage,
in?
they arrest the
Come on, Coco, no
too.
basket.
She's apparently their
Coco?
Oh, hey, Chase.
Yes, Coco, no basket.
What happens to them afterwards? Well, I'm pretty sure they're all minors, so I
I know what Coco, no
probably
basket
won't
is.
get in too much trouble.
Yeah.
Probation, community service probably. Now, I couldn't find any official information on them, like what happened to them after all this, but I'm pretty sure they cleaned up their act, and they all went and got an education, they got a doctorate. Hey. Bro is about to get his whole family in trouble. Now, this kid, his name is Bryce, and he's 17. And one night, he's out driving around.
Hey, Nick, did the new quarter start at your school?
Bryce, that's
Okay.
Did the new quarter start at your school?
Yeah, it did.
Cruising around, feeling good, and
Well, I'm walking in this quarter.
his guy's fine.
It's the final one.
So officer sees him
I'm gonna walk in this quarter as well. Okay, now I can go away to the town of Shirley. Damn, bro. They don't really, or maybe being on accident, like, hit my horse. Man. Okay, let's go in here. There's gonna be skeleton right here. Okay, oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Boom. Now I can show you that little trick with the vase I was going to use. Whoa, whoa! No! 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 No!
Dying is insane.
You ever run?
I was waiting for him to say that.
Time to play Rivals, I guess.
I was gonna play Dead Rails. I was just grinding with free fall in the meantime.
Oh.
But I'm waiting for the.
Wait, how did I accidentally join Rivals again? Jesus Christ. Oh, and Chase, I'm becoming closer to God, so that's amazing.
Huh?
I'm becoming closer to God, so that's nice.
To God?
Yeah. Becoming closer to him.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, trying to play Dead Rails.
Getting that size, it kind of sucks for me. Only because no one could tell I actually got that size.
Mm.
Like, I guarantee you, if I never told you I was that size, you would never ask me to. It's only because I keep cursing. Because the littlest things get on my nerves.
Cool.
Some say I'm a racist. I am.
Well, what?
The song.
Oh.
Your name's Toast.
Yeah. You have a problem with that?
I was like, Toast invited you to Dead Rails?
Yeah, it was the most, like, it was the first thing that came to my mind. Toast.
Toast and butter. Smack. Well, it used to be good as a kid. I haven't had it in a while.
What, toast?
And butter. Yeah, I'm surviving.
Okay.
I'm changing it.
Okay. Bust down really average. No, I'm just joking.
Don't ever sing that song. Bust down, Rolly, avalanche. 2x2, Hellcat, go fast. Bust down, Rolly, cut it in half. You know that song?
No. Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing live streams of me beating the game with every single character.
2x2, Hellcat, go fast. Bust down, Rolly, cut it in half.
So, be aware for that, if anyone's gonna watch it.
My recording keeps shutting off, like, mid-game.
I'm live streaming, so I don't think that will shut off.
First time ever being doctor?
You?
Yeah, my first time ever being doctor.
You know you're using doctor, okay.
I bought it, but never used it.
So you're using it now?
Yep.
Okay.
Morning. You don't have to buy 4 also.
Yeah, I know. I know the strat. Bro, I can't believe... I hate when I'm, like, encountering those dynamite zombies, and I have to reload.
Oh yeah, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Pyro Challenge?
Nah, what is it? Can we use, like, Molotovs or something?
Yeah, you can only attack using Molotovs.
Oh, you can do it. We need to get, like, wood and chairs so we can protect the train better.
Just get metal.
Too much. Money. Too much money. It's only going at 54.
It's only $20.
Too much money. Oh, wait, they all died?
Yep. There's only
useful.
2. Alright, get ready to drive. Get in the seat. And you can drive. Money.
Let's go walk the edge.
What's the most overrated class? The answer I was looking for. What I'm looking for. What are you gonna say?
Vampires.
Yup. Game. It somehow makes top 1 on everyone's tier list.
It's not that good, bro. I can understand if you put it in the B tier, but it's not S tier.
You would give it B tier, not A tier.
Yeah, this sun thing is annoying.
Exactly. It is daytime and I'm low. Like, bro.
That's not.
Just PMO so bad. Have half HP, so I'm just.
Yeah, I see that. Oh hey. I just ran in here because I have too much speed, bro. Ooh, vase. We need that. You take. Oh.
I was lifting it and then
My
he
fault.
just.
Wait, no, take it.
I was just gonna do the trick where you're like, you want it?
Oh my gosh, yoink. Alright. Let's start putting some protection on the train.
Moody. What?
Try to find yourself again. So when you're low with survivalists, you should be able to get some speed. Not too much speed. Some extra speed.
Yo, can I have the rifle?
Yeah, that's you.
Only because you already do one shot with the...
Yeah, I might just save money now. Like when I use this class and just buy revolvers, to be honest.
The only reason I upgrade is because werewolf.
Yeah, makes sense.
Some say I'm a racist. I'm joking.
That
It's a
song
song.
is so...
It's a song.
Bro, the fact that it's a song, that is just crazy.
Some say I'm a racist. He doesn't actually say that, but like...
Uh-oh. I thought he actually said that.
Uh-oh.
Imagine going to the studio and be like, yeah, it's gonna be fire. I'm a racist. Yeah.
Are we out of food?
No, but we could use some. Let me just put this face on there real quick.
Money.
Go get that coal over there. I got this out.
Give me your shovel.
No.
Then I'm not doing it. It's cold in here anyway. Ah! I don't like how they have a smarter AI system.
It's annoying. The overall speed is what's annoying, actually.
It's because their AI system actually they go to the front of the door.
I don't know how, but I'm holding the zombie and I'm all the way over here. This doesn't make sense. And I swear, there's outlaws over here.
Buddha bliss. I feel like I'm Gucci Man in 2006.
It's a big town, by the way.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Well, you can start driving.
No, I can't take this damage. Okay, I guess you can't shoot from here. I'm gonna raid that general store.
Oh.
You good?
This is wolf. No. Well, yeah, there's a wolf.
Dang.
No, they have fish.
Yo! Almost died. Oh.
I'm getting on that tree. And yeah, I had a snake in it, which only was the reason.
I don't know how, but I survived that. Okay, there's
Heal?
no goofy outlaw spawn.
Heal? I'm not gonna heal up?
I already used my heal.
Take a bandage.
Thank you.
See, they're AI systems.
Yo, what the heck? That AI system. That pathfinding, what the heck? Boom to the head. Boom to the head. Kablam to the head. Boom. Dang, the glaze.
Can't even see.
Oh, there you are. There goes unkillable, I guess. Trying to knock my shovel over. Yeah, I did.
Bro!
Wait, don't use the bandage. Oh, wait, never mind. Give me up.
Come in here.
Hey! Oh, Magnus, let's go. It's better than this Navy revolver. If a zombie jumps me, I'm kinda cooked. Yeah. And I get all the cash back again.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead.
Well, so
Oh,
right
my
now I
last
can't really
minute.
do anything about that. Please no more. Please tell me there's a doctor. Oh, there's a doctor.
Well, I have an update. It's starting to get boring. Nothing's new. The part where nothing's new, nothing's new. Nothing's new, nothing's new, nothing's new, nothing's new.
Nothing's new. Yes, let's go. Some bandages. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. How did I not use the freaking bandage, bro? Heal. Thank you. Bro, oh my gosh. Please go away.
Behind you.
Oh, hi. Leave. Nothing's new. Boom. Right to his head. God. Bang! Kablam, kablam. Nothing's new. Nothing's new. Nothing's new. Nothing's new. Oh, it's not gonna be this one. It's gonna be this one. Three, four, five, 1. That's the code, bro. Now tell me there's 3 banks, bro. Okay, I'm finished there. That'll be kind of annoying. Is that a wolf? Wow, that's really a wolf. Did he just die? I heard the screaming noise that the player's making with us, so I thought she died. No way, that was it. That was a rich zone. There is 3 banks. Cool.
So we see yours at 3, 1, right there now.
What is happening in the background now? Why is there a house in the bank? What happened here?
Here's the biggest, the longest.
I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna walk this stuff to the train. It's the next outlet. Wait, no. What am I trying to? I'm gonna go to the next checkpoint, and then yeah, that's gonna be great. Well,
Bro.
yeah.
You have it.
Bro, every time.
It's because we didn't get it. Well, we couldn't have got it. So.
Well, come on. And there's a werewolf somewhere. Don't know where. Don't want to know where. I'm charging on him. I hear a werewolf. I hear the music of a werewolf. But where is the werewolf?
James. Oh, you're so glorious, and you're so glorious. What does that even mean? I don't know.
Oh shoot, it's right here.
Look.
I'm the baby boy, I'm the baby boy.
This is the business. The laws. What?
Oh my god, go away, man.
LeBron James. You're so glorious, and you're so glorious. So glorious, yeah, yeah. Why do I get thanks for no one? So do I look like?
It hasn't loaded loot, bro. Like, my gosh.
Do I look like?
No. Be gone from here, foul beast.
Stay gone, you foul little fuck thing.
That's what I want to say. So my parents will get mad at me. YouTube itself will get mad at me. And I'm not trying to have that. There's like 2 weeks.
Bro, this black thing.
Well, I'm live.
LeBron James. Trust me, bro, it's not the end of the world.
Me?
Trust me, bro, you're not getting diamond wrap. There's no need to split it.
Boom. My god. Why can I throw them so far? It's funny. It's my shovel, I guess. Did you already loot one of those banks, by the way?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
And it feels like this. Do I look?
So,
Chase,
watch
after I
out.
run, I'll join you in Rivals, okay?
Okay.
Oh.
There's
How'd that turn out
no stop
good?
in the shower.
Oh, I bet the code was this one. Ooh, a cavalry sword. I'll take that. Probably chase that. Okay.
Bro, why is there so many sweats in this freaking lobby? I just want to play for fun. Y'all niggas over here treating this like we're getting diamond wrap on the next kill we get. Like, no, you're not.
I might try to get the golden wrap this stream.
I can get golden wrap on freeze ray if I actually felt like it. And anyone can get diamond wrap on. I'm using the crossbow, because why not? Okay. Yeah.
Johnny acting shady. I'm supposed to be like shady talking. What's the code then? Oh my gosh. If there's another bank, I'm gonna freak out. God.
Wait, bro.
Okay, I was trying to say, if there's 5 banks.
Trust me, bro, you have a mile to go till you get diamond wrap. It's not that serious.
What code was used for this one? I think the other one will work.
I just sprayed the fuck out of you.
Jesus. Okay, wait.
Bro, okay. See, now I'm about to turn on the aim assist and equip my sister. Because I tell you, when I start actually playing, don't say anything. I shouldn't have acted like I had diamond wrap. Bro, you're not getting diamond wrap! Okay. Yep, let me go on.
What is the code to this bank, man? Ooh, statues. Let me take those. And yoink. Boom. Boom.
Bro, what? He was shooting me. What? Bro, I hate that bug. You know the Rivals bug where it shows they're shooting nothing, but they actually have something?
No.
Like, bro, what? It shows his guns right here.
Ooh, see.
Just get a bunch of ult accounts.
Oops.
Then, get them all. What the?
Bro, I'm about to get frustrated. Because why isn't... Please. Not the greatest mover, man. You decide to attack me. Oh my gosh. Is this code used for this one? Okay, it wasn't used for that one. Nor that one. Okay, this has to be the code, right? If it's not the code, I'm
offing my... I'm joking.
Whoa. Wow. Dynamite zombie. I hate you. You suck. Stop leaning.
Yeah, let me get a riot shield.
Finally. Lord. Oh yeah, I'm full. Cause like, why wouldn't I be? It's fine, I can just carry this one.
Bro, freaking. God, I wish I can't save you. You got 7 head ass motherfucker.
Like, look at all this loot, bro. Jeez.
Saved by the bell ass motherfucker.
Oh, please.
Come on.
Alright, let's do
The biggest thing that's in my head is, are you people jealous of who? The shower?
What? What are you saying right now?
They knew I was not that big.
He does.
Smell Shirley fucking nasty. Suicide if you ever feel like you need it. Suicide. How does the song go? Suicide if you never know. Suicide. Oh, será suicide? I don't know the song. Suicide is a game, it's ass. Okay.
You know these gold bars. Cause I'm like that.
Bro, when? What is he sniping me with? His freaking
butt cheeks or something? Like, is there bullets coming out of there or something? Let me stop.
bitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have bank after this. And Yeet. $500 already, and I'm not even done selling. This is insane. If I lose this run, bro.
Bro, this kid loves black DVD. Like,
DDL.
DVD.
Oh, hey, this is a nice penny. No, I might use this penny. Okay, never mind.
How you can go from this to this? First, you're gonna want to do amazing things.
So first, you're gonna be normal. Nope, I already give up. You know, I might just buy a bunch of snake oil to Mama too, if I can afford it.
Bro, what?
Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna get after this.
Oh, what? You not grabbing on your little foot? Shut up. That's why your booty don't jiggle away, too. What you said, bro. That has to be the most wildest thing.
One time I was in 5th grade and I said, I got that, walking groove. I like the way your booty jiggle when you walk.
Never. Oh, never again. Bro, you just suck my...
Yes? I'll be right back.
Bro, just die. Yeah. Bro, who is on my dude? Oh, so we're just close to it. Bro!
I'm back.
Cool. For another day of my tears been used up. Oh, all my tears been used up. Another love, KFC been used up.
KFC, give me some. There should be enough Molotovs to last me a lifetime.
Remember when this song was some reason popular in 2021?
2021. Hello, my name is Zuzi, and Zuzi with this. Okay. Yep.
200 ammo. Let's go. Gonna go stock up on some snake oil. Oh, you can't sell them whole house.
Bro! CR7? You're not going to heaven?
Whoa.
Healing up is diabolical.
Huh?
This kid healed up after being the Sniper King too much. He was sniping like a...
And I'm bankruptcy now.
He was sniping like a condemned.
What?
You ever seen that Garmin video where it says, "Oh, singing like a condom"?
Yeah.
Maturing realizes that wasn't really gas.
It was just kind of funny for my age.
It was funny at my age.
I'm gonna have it like killing me. Whatever you said, bro.
Are you kidding me? What character I'm singing like a condom? And then when the white dude copied him, Caden, yeah, when he copied him, it wasn't fun. It wasn't, you know.
It was so not gas because he copied the other guy.
I don't even know yeah, it's never Big Splash. It's never Big Splash.
Why is everybody hating on Big Splash, bro?
No one ever votes for Big Splash.
Okay, next time we go. Actually, no, we could probably skip this time. No, I need the holy water instead.
No, on another night.
No.
7 years ago. Wanted us to bust in something else.
Bro, the ops, they shoot in.
Shooter's gonna shoot in, and I'm gonna shoot in till I want. Always do it on my own, cause I gotta get through it. The only way I know is to do what I'm doing. Never slow till I finally lose it. Never listen to me, no, I just do it as a truth. Yeah. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Head up when I act. Head up, that's that.
Yoink. Bro, I don't know, we always used to watch those animated and IRL bullet
Also, animations will never be forgotten.
For real. We will never forget the hey.
Roblox Bully Story Part 1. And then after 500 years, it finally ended.
Whoa. What you doing? This? Yo, I'm finna die.
They're doing face card tracks.
Oh my god, why is there so many? Yay!
That face contract, yes, I'm using the airborne and rushing it in.
I can just hit them all with my tomahawk.
Bro, holy spam, like. To be fair, I am using fist only, but like...
It's fist, bro. Like, you can't be calling your swinger with fist.
Yeah, I'm about to spray him first, then use the gun.
Molotov? Let's go. I just kind of realized I don't need to protect the train. I am the protection. Seriously? Using gas. Kind of cringe on it.
Bro, you fucking slow copying piece of shit.
That was fairly easy.
Bro, you freaking shotgun. I call shotgun.
Get out!
Bro, actually spraying in a fist fight is crazy.
How do you spray in a fist
Because
fight?
I bring guns to fight.
Santan.
Pull up with Luna, because I bring guns to fight.
I don't know why I use the holy water, but alright. She won't do some things to me that she won't do to you. What the heck is that? Sí, la ganado. Bro, the silver literally just put the crucifix in the ground. What was that? She gonna do some things to me that she won't do to you.
Double kill with the fist.
Wait, what is this zombie actually called? Okay, it's actually just called zombie. Okay. Boom. She gonna do some things to me that she won't do to you. Ooh, chest plate, bronze, rifle ammo? We don't need rifle ammo. And if you know that I'm just saying, you just said it. Oh yeah, I got guns too. Alright, time to go.
Better than ever. We got Lucas Gold.
Yo, for Constitution. Let's go. Yeah, that Christmas would have been helpful.
We gave up 86
I just woke up from a dream.
Something you should say his name. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not raiding this Fort Constitution at nighttime. I'm the F up.
I don't chase bitches.
Alright.
Oh, watching the. He said, so you want me to chase? He was like, so you want me to chase after you? So you don't chase after me? Hell no, I don't chase bitches.
Why'd you just say it so randomly though?
Oh, this last day. And then we were just joking with my friend saying his girlfriend cheated on him. And then he was like, okay. And he was like, that's, yeah, he's like, and then my other friend was like, you see, you wouldn't chase, you wouldn't go chase after him. He said, and I said, I don't chase bitches. What the fuck is that? Not a lot of that. That's how I stand on things. Yeah, no, let me get something with movement. Like, does anything boost my speed? Like, damn, let the nigga choose his loadout.
Yo, Chase, use Warhorn if you want speed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Warhorn. What's the fish? But it only lasts so long. But I made top 3 with only using fish, so like, and a little bit of gun.
Oh, like mostly fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just be morning already. Okay, let's see. It's 5 a.m. Okay! Snake oil. Where's it at?
I would definitely do a freeze ray contract if people didn't hate Big Splash.
Oh my gosh, bro. I almost died because of that.
And now it's Crossroads, so there will be no way I can get freeze contract. I'm a photo.
No, it's not the time to reload. Boom. Boom. Is there not glitch where they're just stuck in there again? Oh. Oh! Oh! Okay. Dang. Yo,
Bro, y'all don't want to bump.
Who is shooting? Yeah, I think I saw it. Nope. How can I shoot? It's annoying. Oh my.
2025 still saying whoever moves first is gay. But he said that, he almost got jumped.
Okay, there's 3 zombies, and I got Molotov. 2, actually. So if I do this... Okay, yeah, the cook.
I'm in it to win it. I'm gonna be the best yet, sir.
There we are. That wasn't too hard.
Bro, cause people stop ducking. Like, you don't want to bump.
Wait, no, don't tell me them guys on horses came already, bro. Oh my god, they're here. Oh, okay. Gotta distract.
But you don't want to bump. You don't want to bump. You don't want to bump.
Wait, I'm literally only burning the horses. There we go.
Bitch, oh, so the portal just saves. Who is spraying the heck out of me? Like, dang.
What was it?
I'm not gonna
There's only 2
stop.
zombies?
No.
No way. Well, okay. That was easy.
Bro, you're freaking nasty.
Yeah, I take all your stuff.
Bro, stealing my kills does not make you good.
Me too, Howard.
Like, you don't want to bump.
Dang, I really done burned them horses. Yo! Oh, okay. How'd you get in my train? Get out of there.
No, that's aimbot. I'm about to report that shit.
brown horse. I like brown. He doesn't like brown. I'm gonna have to put you down, buddy. If you can't escape.
I'm gonna have to put you up. Forgot you.
Alright. Our mission is done here. Yo, Chase, should I raise that nuclear special lab when I come across it? So let me check how many views I actually got. None. No way! Bro, all this time, this stream wasn't even public. I'm so done. Oh, all that time. Oh. Oh my gosh.
The William Jhonson is crazy.
Huh?
That's why there was William Jhonson was. I was like, why is there a race?
Because I don't really talk a lot in my live streams. I want to make it engaging. And not just silent gameplay. Slow down, train. Gosh. My heart can't take this damage.
Holy heck. That's a PC, I don't know. That not might be PC, that might be.
Hack. What you say? I don't even know.
Bro, I'm just trying to get space contracts. Nope, fucking do it.
Some sheet metal.
Los niños, oh, bien, que si casi cortado, si sabe una caña, llamo, chao, not so short. That's what she said. Looks real like.
Why is it so long?
Yours?
That's what she said.
No, everyone, no one, yeah, it's fish. I skipped my high school prom. Not a part of me gone.
You skipped your high school prom? Where do you live?
Not a he's gone. So I don't even need good. at all. Wait, what the fuck? Or maybe I'm just...
Jimmy, oh, and I thought I could say it.
You told me what's the flavor. Oh, this blade is easy. I could definitely use this in rank. Just get someone in your
Alright, Chase, I'm gonna start speedrunning.
Just gonna use some more.
Jimmy, oh, I wish I could see that. And I thought I could say it. Oh, hey. What's up, Rebel? Appreciate the feel with this.
Yeah, this is gonna annoy everyone.
I'm only stopping at a town so I can get some steel for the way. Control the field. Now these are zombies all the time. Ooh, a Molotov, dang. Open the bank. No free bombs. I don't really need to buy anything else.
Cool.
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Alright, time to speed up to the end.
I don't know if these assholes keep texting the group chat. They're not.
for lag. Not really gonna rate it. Don't want more complications on my hands. You know what? Quick stop for some coal. See if that really can install. Doesn't have anything. That'd be worth. But there is some vampires there. There's some vampires.
Go, bitches.
No, not cold.
Heck yeah.
Why'd they fall out the train, bro?
Money talk.
Money talk.
Oh. Why did you quit playing freaking Roblox? Because it's making me mad. And the kid he's probably going to go to alternative school. Because you freaking evade. So a gold nugget could be worth $25 to $75.
Okay. Oh.
Come on, Marie.
Oh, it's not serious. Nice. Some free bonds. Let's go. Yeah, boy. Ooh, wow.
What is this live to?
What?
I was watching it.
You see dance, you see twirl.
What is watching?
Oh, it's not something here. Oh my god, she was done. Really nice.
Look at me here for 4 minutes. Shit.
Fuck the BMW, move the car up or down, like, I said I'm a cow, while I'm in. Like, it's just how you sound, you know, and I ain't joking, do it sound, like, I'm making like 2,000, and so happy the clouds, they swim. I'm probably on drown when I'm in, when I have a child, when it's finished. Anxiety, keep on trying me, is my anxiety. Keep on messing me, is my anxiety. Oh.
Who lied?
Huh? What did you say, Chase?
No.
Oh.
Using a face tattoo of someone just for them to break up with you is out insane.
That's a castle, should I raid it? Absolutely not. I am not raiding that castle, bro. Baby, you'll fly away. You come out, you come to this way.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
Gotta get it. Gotta have a two. I'm just trying to find some coal. Like, how hard is that? Extremely hard. But at this point, there's no coal. Alright, fuel. Anxiety killing me, I just wanna leave us, man. I just I'm okay, just make everything seem right. me in my back with the clean smile. Proud to be in W. Who the boss, drop it down right. That's it on the count while I'm in it. This is how you sound when you win. I ain't trying to do stuff like a kid. I'm making like 2,000. So high up the clouds, I'm swinging. I'm probably on the ground. In my heart,
Oh, she thought she can't get at it.
You stretching your fingers from feel something you rehearse. And in my back with a clean smile.
I really hate nigga. Saying that is crazy.
What?
The song said, I really hate niggas.
I didn't say anything. And I got a tomahawk. Let's go.
What the fuck?
I got your pockets out of I took millions and I fall.
I'm gonna hit with some hello. It's your pretty on this flight to Tennessee.
I gotta stop. See you with this. If you told me so baby, let me know if you wanna eat. Like, just put your girl on free. I think cool. I can't do that, fool. If you want some shoes,
maybe.
gotta have that too. Look at the smile. She ain't used
Oh,
to
this is my little baby. Run up to one I see. Would you like to celebrate? That I want. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Nightmare mode, he's not too fast. Survival instincts of an apple all play. Oh, that I want this one. Na 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 na. Look, Nick. Cool. Run to electric scooters. Shut the fuck up. My mom's calling. This is nightmare mode, so they just get wiped out. What happened next is shocking.
What happened next is shocking.
Why the turn? It was the end. Vampire can solo. Well. No. Yeah, what is that?
She just like that for me. Twilight had no death for me. I just like that for me. I'm just like that for me. Twilight had no
Not
death for
interested.
me. She got a booty right on the butt. Like.
Double dose. Oh, hello. So did you die or did you win? Nick, did you win?
Not yet. But I'm still alive. And knowing that werewolf is still chasing me, bro. Like, you saw me like 2 minutes ago. You really ran all the way to this town. Just to meet your fate. Reverse. Get out of here. Thank you, sir, for your body.
I can't with these. What is this? This has to be. What are we advertising? What are we advertising, bro? What are we advertising?
Wait, hold on. I'll look in a second. Okay, let's see what we're advertising.
Bumper cars, yes it is. I know you guys it is. Yes it is, right? It's
Stop
not just me. I know I got some mangoes, but they...
Stop the screen share
What
right
are we advertising? No, we have done, bro. I'm pretty not interested. I never want to see anything like this again.
Bro went all the way to put not interested. Let me get inside before we get struck by lightning.
Bomba class. I know I have. Wait, what? Why is the only reason I stopped was because the first thing I heard was bomba class.
Bro, I saw the structure of what was happening, and I was like, nope, She pointed to the structure, and I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm virgin. I'm just spinning the wheel. Get jiggy. Don't keep stepping up, get jiggy. No, it's not the same.
Hey, Sydney, cause they started to sell legs. I'll do you on my channel, make me crazy. Like how I gave it like a plug out there.
I need to see the live stream again so I can see the.
Well, dang, at least after the first shot, you have to learn something.
My favorite game is hide and seek. I really like to hide, as you can see.
That was my dick, don't touch me!
Stop the screen share.
Because I was deciding anything else actually funny.
How is it not? You know what? Whatever. If I get struck by lightning, so flipping be it.
I just got the banner. Yo, it actually works. It actually works. Like the glitch to fly, it actually works.
What? In Dead Rails? With the horse?
Yes.
You talking about that horse glitch?
Yes, the flying thing, I'm about to try it out. About to get easy bonds.
Whoa.
Should we try this in nightmare mode for more bonus?
No.
Or should we test see if it even works?
It works. It works.
How do you know?
Because I did it before.
Oh.
I didn't win with it, but I tried it out before. No coal still, bro. This shouldn't make me mad. Like, no way out of all these outposts, they don't have coal. It's just annoying. Back on and memories come back to with a man, like a man, and a man like you.
You need to stop that.
Like you.
Stop it. Have you ever seen the rappers ABC thing? The rappers ABC thing?
Yes. I've seen Annalise Choppers. Wait, what? What?
I've seen Megan Thee Stallion. It was just super ratchet.
I've read her piece. She was like,
eggplant, cause
eggplant.
No way, it lets me rejoin.
Oh, still?
Oh, it's still at this town.
Which one?
The one where we... Wait, am I at the newest one?
Oh, what?
Let me check, because the banks might... Oh, might have been...
Oh,
Do you even see the thing?
what thing?
The Revive Abandoned School thing.
No, I don't see it no revive.
Yeah. Just win the game. Are you about to win?
I'm very close, yes.
How many meters?
50,000.
Okay. Yeah, tell me when you're at like 60K. Cause no, 70K.
You can watch the live stream to see what's happening. Do you really
I'm
like
just
it?
gonna join when I'm as soon as you're 70K to get the free win.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, I was doctored.
To be fair, that is fair.
Where is the Ray Williams Jhonson?
You want me to put it up? Actually, yeah, I'll put it up, actually.
Bryce notices the red and blue lights flashing behind him, and he's like, oh, damn it, I'm getting pulled over. And so he pulls over and goes to his car, and he starts telling him what's going on.
You're watching the live?
You're going 73 to 55. Any kind of drugs or alcohol or anything in the car?
Bro, why do I sound like
No big
that?
deal, just a speeding ticket. But then, officer notices
I don't know, bro.
coming from
They always be on
inside.
some weird stuff.
He smells that Bryce has been smoking, which
Hearing how
means
you
Bryce is underage and driving under the influence. And right then, bam, another car pulls up near them. And driving this car is this woman, who we'll just call Mom, because she's Bryce's mom. And apparently Mom was at a family event nearby, so she drove over to see why her son was being pulled over. She notices when Mom pulls up.
Can I help you with something?
It's my son.
Okay, do you have the insurance?
I don't have it on me right now.
It's called 73 and a 55. And it smells like in the car. You know, he smokes.
I was just with everybody. I don't know about it. So there's stuff in his car, is what you're telling me?
That's what it looks
You're
like.
gonna get him out and look through the car?
I'm going to search the vehicle.
Okay, so officer deals with Mom, and then he goes to search Bryce's car. And that is when shit starts to get crazy.
Hop out for him, bud.
Don't get out of the car. Don't get out.
Hop out of the car. Why? Get out of the car.
Get out.
Because it smells like in the car, and they're shaking the car. If you don't move, you are going to get arrested too, ma'am. If you don't move, you need to leave my stop now. You need to leave my stop. Pull me over for speeding. You need to leave my stop now. Get back in your car and leave. I'm telling you right now.
I will be here with my... He's going... He is pushing me.
You're under arrest.
Get on there.
Nope, you're under arrest.
Get on video.
You're under arrest.
Get up.
Get on the ground.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I'm not kidding you. I told you to stop.
Get on video, Bryce. Get on video. Are you kidding me right now? Get off of me.
And so he's trying to arrest her at the light, but Bryce kind of steps in and tries to intervene, and he gets too close to the officer, and it becomes this whole chaotic scene.
Said nothing. I stopped for my 17.
Stand up.
Get off.
You want to go to jail too? My hands are off. My hands are off. My hands are off.
Get off. Who are you?
Over there. My hands are off.
Get off of us.
You're under arrest.
Help.
It's funny, but it's not.
I told you to stop. What the? You don't get out of my face.
Why is the stream like 5 seconds delayed?
Stop. What am I doing?
Oh my God.
Oh,
You're gonna get tased.
I forgot to put it publicly, so.
If you listen closely, you can hear Bryce say something that only someone who had smoked a lot of Zaza would say.
Brian, I already have him on the way, bud.
And funny enough, Bryce does call the police, and you can hear him in the video calling the police on the police.
Tell the police that they illegally arrested my mother for nothing. That he did nothing wrong. There's a sheriff. Put your other hand behind your back. My mother for nothing. Put your other hand behind your back. He's touching me back.
And so Bryce gets all mad, and he tries to interfere, and he's getting up in the officer's face, trying to grab his arm.
You can't breathe. Touch me again, you're gonna get tased. You can't breathe. Touch me again. You're gonna get tased. I'm telling you right now. I'm not touching you. Am I? Back up. No. I can't breathe. Back up. What am I doing illegal? Back up. What am I doing illegal? Let her breathe. Officer's not letting my mom breathe right now. Really? Please stop. Hey, put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
I only have 60,000 and
Not to
70,000.
say you again.
Okay.
What did you do wrong?
Well, I'm at 60,000 now.
What did you do wrong, sir? What did
I'm at
you do
70.
wrong to be slammed on the ground? Tell me. Tell me, please. Tell me. Hands are up behind your back. Hands are up. Hands behind your back.
And bam, Bro ends up getting arrested too. And while he's being detained, if you pause the body cam footage, you can see Mom is already out in the middle of the road in handcuffs trying to walk away. And at one point, they're both on their knees screaming for help.
On your knees. Get in. Somebody record this. Somebody record this. Record it, please.
Then, if you can believe it, another family member shows up, like out of nowhere. And it looks like they might try to intervene too. I mean, you can see them in the footage here, and you can hear the officer yelling at them.
Stay back.
And so, after all this madness, minutes later, other officers show up, and they finally get this crazy situation under control. And they put Bryce in the back of the police car, and Bro is just talking trash the whole way.
So what about the wrong? I'm supposed to be in the car. I know, I am just in the car. You can be polite here.
And of course, when they put Mom in the car, she's still yapping too.
You go to jail tonight.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there, because once they clean up the scene, Mom is still handcuffed in the back of the police car. So when officer gets in to take her back to the station, this amazing amount of trash talk.
We have that all on video. It's on everything. I have it on video too, ma'am. That's great. So. If you man couldn't save my 17-year-old son,
You're right.
then you force me on the ground.
We're not going to sit here and argue, ma'am.
Your job is on the f***ing line. You don't know my connections. It's going on. It's
Okay.
going now.
Okay.
I will be,
That's perfectly fine.
I hope your kids, I hope your wife, I hope they all get it. Because you are a sir. Karma is a How dare you treat me and my son that way? Yeah, well, it's all fun and games to you, isn't it?
Not really. What's your name, Jessica?
You!
Okay.
Mother ass, I'm gonna blow this up on you.
Okay.
Why? You don't know who you with.
Okay.
You left mother. You don't shoot me. I'm on the ground telling you I can't breathe, and you still got your knee in my back. I couldn't breathe. Who the do you think you are? You don't even know what you just did. What's your name, fat ass?
My name.
Fat ass? Is that it? That looks about right. A little fat ass, a little. That sounds right. That's it. You just lost your job. What? You don't know who I know now. Fat ass motherfucker with a smoke.
And so, funny thing, as it turns out, I guess Mom doesn't have any connections and doesn't really know anyone with influence, because ultimately, bam, officer throws her in jail. Here's her mugshot. Or at least I think this is her mugshot. This is what I could find. And from what I read, Mom pleads guilty and she gets probation and community service. Nothing too crazy. Meanwhile, Bryce, I actually couldn't find anything on Bryce. Probably because he's a minor, so he probably didn't get in that much trouble. Anyway, family. And a huge shout out to Leonardo.ai for sponsoring this video. If you make videos and you want to make art of those videos like this, or like look at how cool that is. Sign up for Leonardo.ai.
Zion! Take a shower.
So this girl, her name's Ellie. She's 18, and Ellie is about to be in big trouble. Because one day, she's hanging out with her boyfriend, and they're chilling, watching movies, playing video games, or whatever, and they're also allegedly drinking and smoking a little Zaza. But then, boyfriend leaves for work, and Ellie, even though she's a bit tipsy, she decides it's the perfect time to go to Target and I guess do some Christmas shopping. So she grabs a bottle of vodka and a little Zaza, and she gets into her SUV, and she heads over to Target. And as she gets there, she's listening to music, having a good time, and she swerves into the parking lot, and she skids into a parking spot. And then she gets out, and she stumbles into Target. Here's the thing, though. When she pulled into the parking lot, people saw her swerving around and acting a bit drunk. So a couple of them contacted police and reported her. Then, about an hour later, police show up to Target. And there, they find Ellie in the parking lot, sitting in her car.
Hi, miss. I'm Officer Jhonson, Pittsburgh Police Department. We're just talking to you because we got a couple complaints that you might have been swerving on the road.
And so she gets out, and they're like, we heard you were swerving. And she's like, oh, I was just messing with my music. But the officers are thinking, that's bullshit. And they ask for her ID. So she goes back into the car to get her ID. And one officer follows her to the front seat. And she shines her flashlight on what Ellie's doing. And that officer spots a bottle of vodka halfway under the front seat. But she doesn't say anything yet. Instead, she brings Ellie back, and they question her a bit, and Ellie gives them normal answers like, oh, I'm just Christmas shopping. But then the officer calls her out.
We have a little bit of a problem, okay? So I'm going to give you an opportunity to be honest with me, okay? Because when you opened your door, I saw the bottle of vodka.
And so Ellie is in trouble. And the officer's like, hey, stand over there while we search your vehicle. And Ellie's thinking, oh, if they search my car, then they'll find the vodka and maybe some of that Zaza, and I'm going to be f***ed. So what does she do? She blurts out the first thing that comes to mind.
You don't have a warrant to do that. Actually, I have probable cause because I observed alcohol in.
But see, Ellie's not going to give up. She really doesn't want them searching her car. So she starts to get a little aggressive.
Unfortunately, no, I have a right to not let you search my car. We're not doing this. I have a right to not let you search my car. Ellie.
Oh, but Ellie does not stop. Even when one of the other officers is like, we can see the Zaza right through the window. Doesn't matter. Ellie's convinced she's right, and she is ready to die on this hill. And to the officer's credit, they're actually really patient with her.
These are your choices. You can go stand by that squad car with these two gentlemen, okay? That's your first choice. If you do not want to do that, your second choice is I'm going to put you in handcuffs, okay? So, which you can't search my car without a warrant.
And so, boom, they handcuff her. And Ellie, she doesn't like this at all.
I'll go with us to the car. I'll go with us to the car right now. Ellie.
You already spoke. We gave you the
I'll go to the car with us right now. I need to grab my hand. I'll go to the car with us right now. Please. Ellie.
We're not going to do this.
Ellie. Stop. You got it?
I can't be handcuffed. Please, I'm trying to...
Ellie.
I can't be handcuffed.
Stop.
I can't be handcuffed.
Stop it.
Take me out of my handcuffs.
So then they get her into the back of the police car, and here she's really starting to lose control.
Take a deep breath. Listen to me.
Can you please take the handcuffs off?
You have to listen to me.
Ellie, listen to me.
Stop talking.
Take a deep breath right now.
Stop talking.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, chase you
And
back.
it takes a bit of work, but yeah, it seems like she's finally about to calm down. But then she starts crying, and like, you almost feel sorry for her.
Ellie, take one right now.
Oh, hey, Chase.
And then when that doesn't work, she starts trying to negotiate.
I'll sit here if you take off the handcuffs. Okay. If not, I'll run out.
You can buckle me up if you take off the handcuffs, please. You can't buckle me if not.
But like, yeah, here you can see her trying to use her leg to try and keep them from buckling her in. And so yeah, as you can see, she really doesn't calm down. She gets even more out of control pretty quickly. And during all this, I guess her vape falls out of her pocket, and the officer needs to confiscate it.
I need to take the vape. No, you can't. Come on. You can't. They give me $27 because I just paid all my. I paid. I'm gonna put it in your car. Okay. You're gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in your car right now. Okay. Can I hit it first? No, you can't.
And this whole vape situation really sets her off. trying to pat her down and search her, and she really starts flipping out, and the officers, they can't control her. So they're forced to put her in what's called the wrap, which is a full body restraint. It's like handcuffs for your whole body. Here's a picture of someone they put in a wrap, and as you can see, there is no way anyone is getting out of that. So they're trying to put her in this wrap, and she's like kicking them and fighting the whole way.
Stop trying to fight.
Ellie, stop digging your fingernails into my knee.
But then finally, they get her in the wrap.
So I can't go in the ambulance. I will not in my head. I can't go in an ambulance. If you call my sister right when you get the...
Hey, Ellie.
I can't go in an ambulance. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts.
So now she's in the wrap, and they throw her in the back of the cop car again, but Ellie has only got one thing on her mind.
Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who's gonna answer? Who has my vape?
And from this point on, like without her vape, she just completely loses it.
Chase. Chase. Oh,